What are some examples of some other arenas that our kids can step into where they could potentially have some fun friendships, some real friendships compared to Facebook friends, that could potentially lead to a few close friends? What are some different arenas? So school's one, sport, yep. Girls' brigade. Do you know what? I'm glad you said that. For me, it just hit me right then. My transition from primary school to high school was through Boys' Brigade, and I found my closest friends in Boys' Brigade. That I would say that if I didn't have them on my journey, looking at the friends that I did have in primary school, their journey in high school, I would have just done exactly what they'd done. And looking at their life, what just would have been, I would have been the same. It's like God saved me from that. It's incredible. Band and music. Then you can buy leather jackets for $450. Because here's the deal, is if we take our kids and we foster this journey inward, we don't know where these 2 to 3 are going to come from. They come from anywhere. And we don't know till we step in there and we see what kind of company and what kind of interest that they connect with to go and to really encourage this space. That's been hard work for our kids. It's been hard work. And it's inconvenient. It takes time. But it can happen. Where else? What are some other...
Family friends?
Family friends. That's great. How can I encourage my kids to step into different arenas to go, where are those 2 to 3 coming from? It might start just this fun thing around music or sport or whatever, but I've got my eyes on this for my kids, that 2 to 3, I want to see them. Even my 14-year-old son, he's just started from here at school to connect with one guy potentially who surfs, and they're doing a video together, and he sprung it on me on Friday night. Saturday's my only day off. I don't set the alarm. Dad, can I go over to Hamish's place at 6:30 in the morning for a surf and do some video filming for school? And I'm going, man, that's the last thing I feel like doing.
That's my sleeping day.
It's my sleeping day. But I'm really keen for this for my kids. So we negotiated 7:30. And so there's this journey inward to go, we've got the face, even if your kids are younger, you've still got that extra layer to come. You've got Facebook friends, fun friendships, a few close friends, but then it doesn't stop there. That journey inward here actually leads to a friendship with God. And when we understand that as people we can have a friendship with God, that it's incredible as I connect with people and explore the picture they have of God. There's way too many people that have got a picture of God as this angry person who just gets us in trouble for doing wrong stuff. That's not a picture of the God of the Bible that I read. It's a God of love. It's actually a God who calls us now his friends. And I don't know what your picture of God is. That'd be interesting to explore that. What's the picture that your kids have of God? Would they consider that they have a friendship with God? Because it's part of fostering healthy friendships. What's the picture that your kids have of God? And even just to have a conversation and think, God's your friend, you know. You have a friend in God. You have a friend in Jesus. You can speak that language. And I would hope that we can have a correct and true picture of God, because all of these 4 areas are in view. So just to start and sum this up, we've got a role as parents to foster healthy friendships across those levels, to keep our eyes on all of those. Now, the journey inward, this journey here from your child's journey and from your perspective, it's going to take more intentionality. It's going to take that. It's going to take more commitment. The closer you go to the center of this circle is going to take more vulnerability. It's going to take more investment. Like, you need to step into these spaces, even to place courage within your kids to step into some of these environments. That takes courage. I don't know anyone at Boys' Brigade and you want me to go there, or I don't know anyone at a church youth group or kids program. Like, that's a big deal. If you've got shy kids, we have, for kids to step into that, it's a big deal. But as parents, we go, I'm keeping my eyes on here. I want that 2 to 3 for my kids. And so therefore it does take courage. It takes that investment. It takes time. This kind of fostering healthy friendships, like Julie said, takes a long time. And for us as parents to know that, it's a marathon. I want to keep my eyes across that. And I want to do whatever I can to foster that in my kids. along those 4 areas. There's nothing wrong with Facebook. Facebook's fine. But if we just have Facebook, well, it depends who's on Facebook. I see a place for Facebook. I see Facebook supports the rest of that, not the other way around. But in those fun friendships and few close friends, this is where the business is. That's the business end of our fostering our healthy friendships for our kids. In a few close friends and friends with God, in my opinion, to actually lead into that space. What would your kid's life look like if all those 4 things were in place? What would it look like? Confident, happy, be living the dream like Julie was saying. Yeah. Would it be worth the investment of whatever it takes to actually foster that in your kids and go, I just need to stay on that. I want to think through strategies, different ways, explore, experiment, but I want to keep my eye on those 4 areas. I think there are 4 key areas in fostering healthy friendships, and I think that we can have this intentionality to foster that, and we can lead our kids on this journey inward from an outward expression, fun friendships, different arenas, to keep an eye for 2 or 3 close friends and do whatever it takes to make that happen. Kylie's going to explore some of that, and then ultimately there's this friendship with God, which is beautiful, that any kind of friendship springs from that. They're things I want to share with you today around fostering healthy friendships. Is there any questions you want to throw up really quickly before I move on? You don't need to necessarily. I'm going to go to a quick DVD. Hey, Rach. Just a bit of a funny DVD that we found.
20 things we should say more often. Number 20, thank you. And not just on Thanksgiving, every day. Number 19, excuse me. Number 18, here's a surprise corn dog that I bought you because you're my friend. There'll be more corn dogs and more happy people. This is a good idea. Corn dog for you, corn dog for you, corn dog for you. Number 17, I'm sorry. Number 16, I forgive you. Number 15, you can do it. But don't say it if it's something they can't do. Number 14, another thing that we should say more often. I have barbecue sauce in my shirt too. Before you say something about the barbecue sauce on somebody else's shirt, take a look at the barbecue sauce on your own shirt. Number 13, please. Number 12, everything is going to be okay. Number 11, oh, you got me a corn dog too? You shouldn't have, buddy. Number 10, I don't know. I know a lot of people who need to say that. My sister. Number 9, you're so awesome I named my dog after you. Oh, wait. That could hurt someone's feelings. I mean boat. I named my boat after you. Wait, who even have a boat? You're so awesome, I legally changed my name to yours. Wait, that's super creepy. Just tell people they're awesome and mean it. Number 8, hello, person that I never met before. Here's a high five. Number 7, my sports team is not always the best sports team. It takes a big man to say that. Number 6, nothing. Sometimes that's the best thing you can say. Number 5. Doesn't mean anything, but it's just really funny. Number 4, I disagree with you, but I still like you as a person who is a human being, and I'll treat you like that because if I didn't, it would make everything bad, and that's what lots of people do, and it's lame. Whew, I need a water break, y'all. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean. Number 3, sometimes you just gotta scream. Number 2, life is tough, but so are you. Sometimes we all need to be reminded to keep going. Number 1, something nice, anything. If you can't think of anything nice to say, you're not thinking hard enough. So what about you? What do you think people should say more often? Leave a comment below and let's hear it. Oh, and I got a bonus one for you. Something that we should say more often? Let's dance.